Hello, everybody. Thank you once again for all the lovely comments, all the likes regarding this particular pattern, this stitch scarf that I'm making. Um, Most of you have put that it looks like a feather stitch or a bean stitch. To be honest with you, I didn't even know what a bean stitch was. So I went online to YouTube and to check it out. It does not really look like the bean stitch because my stitch is much snugged. And not only that, I call it the braid stitch because if you look at it in the row, it looks like a braid. See, so um, you can say that it probably is in between a bean and a feather stitch, but it's not either or. So I'm going to go ahead and just demonstrate how this is done so that you can start doing it as well. Okay, so I am going to, I have pre-started it because I'll just explain what it is. You can start your projects any width that you want. Just make sure that there are multiples of 2. Right here, I crocheted 16 chains just for the demo and plus 1. So, and then what I did after that, I crocheted a half double crochet in each stitch. So when you start the first stitch, when you added that extra one, you skip the first stitch and you put it into the second stitch, and then you start doing your half double crochets. Once you get to this part, you want to chain 1. You're always going to chain 1 when you go up to the next row. Turn your work, and you're going to do a half double crochet in this first stitch. You're always going to make this stitch when you start the row and when you finish the row. Okay, so right now we just did 1, and we're going to chain 1. I'm going to skip this stitch, and we're going to put a half double into this stitch. So we're going to work our way like that. Chain 1, skip this one into the next. Okay, I'm going to meet you at the end of the row, so just keep doing that and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, I made it to the end of the row, and as you can see, I still have this little tail here. So I'm going to make a single half at the end. So you would have something like this. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and start doing that braid. So you want to chain 1, turn your work again into this space here. You're going to make a half double. Okay, now to start that stitch, you're going to yarn over, and right here in this space you're going to put your hook. You're going to yarn over and you're going to pull up, yarn over, and you're going to put your crochet hook right here in this space right here. You're going to go into it 2 times. So 1, make sure you stretch it up, and 2. Okay, and that's where you stop, and then you yarn over and you want to seal it. Okay, and there's your first stitch. Like I said, it's not a feather stitch and it's not the bean stitch, because the feather stitch you would yarn over and you put here, stretch once, yarn over, and you would go down to the bottom only 1 time. You stretch it, yarn over, and you put it into the next space over, and so you have 7 loops. Yarn over and you pull through all of them. That's the feather stitch. You can see it's totally different. See, it doesn't have this stitch, and it's not, this is just a 1 loop. Mine has 2. So that's not the feather stitch that I'm making. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and again the next space, yarn over, pull up, and then we're going to put our crochet hook down here. You want to put it in the middle. So like when you go to this next one, you want to put it here in the middle, here, and then down here, and then always it's like right in the middle of the space. Okay, so here we go. So make sure you go into it twice. Okay, yarn over and then seal it again into the next space, pull up, yarn over, and we're going to put it down here. Okay, 1 more time, and then yarn over and then you go all the way and close it. Okay, now I'll meet you at the end of the row. Okay, I'm at the end of the row, and in here I'm going to put on the last stitch one single half double crochet. Okay, so this is what your row should look like. So now we're going to go into the next row. So one chain, turn your work again into this space right here, your half double crochet, yarn over. We're going to put the loop under this space here, stretch up. Now to start doing the braid so it will look like a braid, you want to put your crochet hook, it's going to go right here. Okay, so you're going to yarn over, you're going to place it right here. Okay, this one's going to go right here, and you can actually see the little space that you need to put your hook in. So make sure again twice, yarn over and seal it. Okay, so now it's going this way. Now the next one. Now once you start doing, going up your rows, you're going to do the same process, but you're not going to go straight down and put your crochet hook down here. No, you're always going to do like this. So yarn over in the space right there, yarn over, and right here where you did this one, this stitch here, you see the space right here? That's where you want to put your hook. Okay, you always want to put it right there. Okay, so whenever you start doing your rows again, you're always going to go this way. You don't want to put it on this side or in the middle. So when we do this one, just stretch it out a little bit if you can't see it. Okay, it's right here. Wherever this one ends, this is where you want to put it, right here. So we're going to yarn over and insert it in that space, yarn over, and again, see, you can actually see the space, not down here, here. 1, 2. See, so it stays snugged. Okay, one more. Again. Again. Okay, one more time. Yarn over into the next space. Pull up. Again, remember, stretch it out a little bit. You can see right there where you need to put it, always where this one ends. This is the space you want to put your hook in. Okay, so make sure you always go in twice. And pull through. Okay, again. Okay, and then again, see, you can actually see it if you just stretch it a little bit. 1, 2. Again, so I'm going to finish up this row, and there's your little space that you need to put that hook in. Okay, one more time. See the space there? And then seal it, and then when you're here at the end, your end stitch right there, you want to go ahead and do your half. And it should look something like this. And it always, again, it'll look in the back the same. Okay. I'm going to do one more row. Chain 1, turn. You put your hook into that space right there and do your half. Right yarn over, put it in this space again, stretch up. Now here, you see this little space right here? Always in the first time when you're starting your row, you want to put it back here. So there's 1, 2, because you're covering that little space there. So make sure on the first row you want to put it back here. And then when you do the next one, it'll be right here, that space. So yarn over on the top, next space right there, okay? And there's your space right there. Put your hook there, 1, 2. See how you see how it's forming? Okay? So this is what the stitch is all about. When you want to close it up on the top, you can either do it as a infinity scarf, just attach it, you know, to the next side, or when you want to finish it, you just do the same stitches down here to close it up here. Same process down here, you would do it on top. Okay, so then you would do, make sure you count your stitches will be 16, so 16 should be up here. Just follow the pattern down here. It's the same thing on the top. But this is the stitch. Okay, that's how I have this one here. I'm almost done. So when I'm going to close it, I'm going to go ahead and just do half double crochets across and then just seal it up. Or if I decide to do it as an infinity, I can just go ahead and just do a half double crochets at the end on this side right here, and then just unite them, and then it'll be done. Okay, well, this is the stitch, and I hope you enjoy it and have fun. Hope it makes sense. It's very easy once you get the hang of it. Okay, well, thank you again for liking, and thank you for all the lovely comments, and I hope you enjoyed this small demo, and I will see you on my next project, hopefully. Let's see what else I come up with. Okay, thank you. Good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you're at. Take care. Bye.